never gonna fly again.
Hey guys, my name's Ketsueki, and today we're going to be looking at some of the most eventful anime that happened in 2016. At number 5 on the list we have My Hero Academia, which aired April 3rd through June 26, 2016. The appearance of quirks and newly discovered superpowers had steadily been increasing over the years, with 80% of humanity possessing various abilities from manipulation of the elements to shapeshifting. This leaves the remainder of the world completely powerless, and Midoriya is such one individual. Since a child, the ambitious middle schooler wanted nothing more than to be a hero. His unfair fate leaves him admiring heroes and taking notes on them whenever he can, but it seems his persistence has borne some fruit. He finally meets the #1 hero and his personal idol, All Might. All Might's quirk is a unique ability that can be inherited, and he has chosen Midoriya to be his successor. During many months of grueling training, Midoriya enrolls in UA High, a prestigious high school famous for its excellent hero training program. This year's freshman look especially promising. With his bizarre talented classmates and the looming threat of villainous organizations, Midoriya will learn what it truly means to become a hero. My Hero Academia is just another all-around good show. The character development between the main character and those surrounding him, which affect his overall mood. You know, pretty much like any story out there. With season 2 on the way, I'd recommend catching up now so you can watch the season 2 episodes as they come out. Next on the list at number 4 we have Erased, which aired January 8th through March 26, 2016. When tragedy is about to strike, Satoru finds himself back several minutes before the accident occurs. A detached 29-year-old manga artist has taken advantage of this powerful yet mysterious phenomenon, which he calls revival, to save many lives. However, when he is wrongly accused of murdering someone close to him, he is sent back to the past once again, this time to 1988, 18 years in the past. Soon he realizes that the murder may be conducted to the abduction and killing of one of his classmates, the solitary and mysterious Kaio Hinazuki. That took place when he was a child. This is his chance to make things right. Voted Best Drama of the Year by the Crunchyroll hosted Anime Awards should say something. Definitely felt a little rushed towards the end, and the antagonist was pretty easy to spot out, but the journey it takes on following Satoru to avenge his mother and catch the culprit who actually convicted the murders of his 3 classmates back in 1988. It overall was a great show, and it had some feelsy moments like Kaio's first home-cooked meal. At only 12 episodes, it'd be a shame not to check it out. At number 3 on the list we have Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress, aired April 8th, July 1st, 2016. The world is in the midst of an industrial revolution when horrific creatures emerge from a mysterious virus, ripping through the flesh of humans to sate their never-ending appetite. The only way to kill these beings, known as Kabane, is by destroying their steel-coated hearts. However, bitten by one of these monsters, the victim is doomed to face a fate worse than death, as the fallen rise once more to join the ranks of their fellow undead. Once again, at a measly 12 episodes, I don't see how it could hurt to take an hour and just watch the first 3 episodes to see if you like it. Couple things to say before even starting is that it has an overwhelming steampunk theme and vibe, but I personally love that, so it was a plus to me. I watched the whole show within a few days with a friend, but one thing we realized and cracked jokes about is the inconsistency with the fact these things that they use throughout the entire show called suicide bags. They're used quite often, but they all have different levels of destruction. It didn't have any effect on the story. We were just like, one would blow up a building, but the other one would barely damage the body of the person who used it. So with that, we cracked jokes about it. It was pretty funny. The cast is filled though with dynamic characters that are dramatically changing along the way, especially Mume. Mume is the female protagonist, but she changes dramatically over the course of the entire show. She drives you crazy. You just want to kill her. With that said, this show can knock you out of your seat at any given moment. Saying all that, a lot of people are comparing this anime to Attack on Titan in the fact that humanity is on its last legs for survival, and they're pretty much just going out and fighting things like in Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager fights the Titans. In this, I don't actually remember the main character's name. I never remembered it, even when I was watching it. But he, Mume, and a bunch of other people go out on this train car and they just murder the Kabane. That's all you gotta know. Enjoy it. So at number 2 on the list we have ReZero, Starting Life in Another World. April 4th through September 19th, 2016. Alright, so the thing about ReZero is that I don't really like to say much about it. I'd rather just have people watch it, because even though it's 20-something episodes long, I thoroughly enjoyed every second of it, and even going back and watching it a second time, still loved it, even though I knew what was going to happen. However, one thing has changed since the last time I brought up ReZero, and that's the fact that it is no longer my favorite anime. Its throne has been stolen from under its feet by an anime that isn't exactly new, has a following, and is just all crazy sorts of over the top, and that is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Recently got into it, and one extra reason that I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is this right here. Now, I know what you're thinking, but JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable came out in 2016. That's gotta be number 1 on your list, right? But You're wrong 100% of the way. Alright, so number 1 on the list we have Your Name. Aired August 26, 2016. Mitsuha, a high school girl, yearns to live the life of a boy in the bustling city of Tokyo. A dream that stands in stark contrast to her present life in the countryside. Meanwhile, in the city, Taki lives a busy life as a high school student while juggling his part-time job and hopefully finds a future in architecture. One day, Mitsuha awakes in a room that is not her own and suddenly finds herself living the dream life in Tokyo, but in Taki's body. Elsewhere, Taki finds himself living in Mitsuhira's life in the humble countryside. In pursuit to an answer of this strange phenomenon, they begin to search for one another. The reason this anime is on here is because the quality of the animation and the overall story, like, it was emotional. I mean, I get emotional with anime though, I don't get emotional with like anything else. I won't be saying anything other than the synopsis that I just read to you, but this will play on your heartstrings to the extreme, so give it a watch when you can. And with that, we'll end it here. Hopefully the next video won't be a month away. As always, my name's Katsueki, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and enjoy the new year.